Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
We are Blonde Sisters.
From Other Misters.
I'm Michelle MUA.
I'm Desire the Savvy Diva.
And we are here to talk about stuff in the woods.
In the woods. We are on location in the woods. We are rugging it, thugging it in the woods.
In the woods. Not at grandmother's house. Not at grandmother's house.
We got tents up. We got the fire pit and the grill going with food.
Yep. We have dinner going that looks a little blackened. And we have...
Every so often you're going to see a little bit of smoke pass.
A little plume of smoke. And our PA is on strike.
Yes.
So we have a new one.
PA is not working today. So we have a new
We have a new
PA
one who
is not giving us any trouble.
It's marginally better behaved than the old one, I think.
Fixed us.
Yes. Our cocktails.
Refreshing drinks.
Yes.
And let's take a sip.
Yes.
Now, as you notice, neither one of us have on any lipstick
or makeup.
Because we are
thugging it out. In the woods.
Sweating in this hot humidity.
It's not that bad.
It is very bad.
It's not that bad.
It's very... We was down here.
It was not that bad.
Sweat was dripping off of all of us.
And now that I have gotten me a nice libation with some ice cubes in it,
that's making me sweat more, though.
Oh, my God.
I'm really feeling that that's making me sweat more.
I promise you it's not. I promise you it's not. It's much better. I have dabbed my brow. And
listen, I don't even know.
I had makeupless.
I had a paper towel. I don't know what happened to it. But, so every so often, if you see me doing like this, it's just because...
PA, can we have another paper towel for towel?
I feel that sweat.
Look at that. Look at him move. Look at him move.
No.
With no back talk.
Back talk.
No lip.
No, don't. This.
No. He's on punishment.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Look at that.
I appreciate
Love
you.
that. Love that.
So.
Thank you so much. How was your week?
My week was sort of relaxing.
Was it?
Because again, I'm not at the school.
Oh, nice for you.
Kids are out of school.
Nice for you.
So, yeah, I have been working on other stuff, but it's been pretty low key this week. But I was gearing up to pack to prepare for this trip.
Yes.
I was really excited because this is my first time actually camping as an adult. Not going to sleepaway camp where your family brings you to this location and you ride on the bus with your sleeping bag
and schoolmates.
Not even the schoolmates. Sometimes you just like your neighbor. You and your neighbor get on the bus and y'all mingled in with people that you don't know. I went to sleepaway camp.
My mother would not let me go to sleepaway camp.
Really?
Not one time.
I only went one time, and that was the first and last time because I really did not. I take that back. I went twice. I went to...
My mother would not let me go to sleepaway camp.
I went to... What was the name of it? I can't think of it. It'll come to... I can't think of it right now. But the other camp was like a Christian sleepaway camp. But I've been twice.
I went to vacation Bible study in South Carolina.
It was hot.
And my grandma would pick me up at the end of the day.
At the end of the day?
At the end of the day. I was not allowed to sleep away at nobody's campsite. My mama said I couldn't go.
I honestly think that, remember that I did not, like, really enjoy myself. I was really shy as a youngster. I know you might not think because of the way I am. I'm always talking and laughing, but I was pretty shy back then. And I was a mama's girl. I did not want to leave my mother. She put me on that bus, and I was just so homesick. But my neighbor went with me, and so that made it a little more tolerable. But I don't know. I didn't have the best time. I will say I'm glad I did go, but I wasn't thrilled about trying to go for a second, third experience.
So I went to Montgomery County Public Schools for junior high, and they had like the camp during school year.
Mm-hmm.
And
like
it was
an everyday
a treat.
camp.
No, it was like a week. Like you go to sleepaway for a week, and it's like, special. And my mama would never let me go, and I always had to stay home with the kids that had allergies. So
she said they had allergies.
Yeah, we would stay in, and we'd be in one classroom.
With inhalers and stuff.
With inhalers and
the nurse
and their helmets and
shit. Not helmets. You said allergies. How you get helmets?
Look, all of us was in the same classroom. We in a little room with the one lame teacher that didn't want to go, and we'd be like, Yeah.
And then they make y'all go to like do activities and
Nope, we
walk.
sat in that room for 4 days.
Y'all ain't go to the pool or anything?
No,
Oh dang.
we was in that room.
Oh, that's
Everybody else
sad.
went and had a good time and talked all the good stuff, and I couldn't wait for my friends to get back. And they told me all about it, and I was like,
That's sad.
It was sad. My mama never let me. I again grew up in the '80s, so my mama did not let me outside when she couldn't see me.
Me too. Me
So,
I one day I did leave the block, and I paid dearly for it. But
never got to
did
leave the
call
block.
my mother when I got to my cousin's house, and I was just like, "Hey, mommy, I'm at Tyrese's house," and she was like, "Oh yeah, well take your time coming back, cause I got something for you when you get back." And I couldn't even enjoy myself. I was like, "I gotta go, yo." I gotta go. Can you walk me? Can you walk me back?
So one time, the first time I left the block, I had used all the toilet paper. I don't know what I did, but my mother was like, "You go get some toilet paper." So I went to the store. I was like, "Okay." And so I went to the store to go get toilet paper, and my mother was.
She didn't mean for you to go.
No, she thought. She said she wanted me to go get toilet paper, and so I did. And then my father was there. My father was like, "You told her to go get toilet paper." She went to the store to go get toilet paper, and my mother was hysterical.
Wow.
I was gone like 15 minutes. I walked down to the 7-Eleven. Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't that far.
I walked down to 7-Eleven, got my little transaction on, got me a little piece of candy.
Mommy, how old were you?
Like 10, like 9 or 10. I'm gonna tell you, my mama. So, you know, I grew up in like upper northwest Montgomery County, like Crest area. And you remember when them girls got kidnapped out of Wheaton Plaza? Wheaton Plaza was up the street from my house.
What girl? The smart girl?
The Lions girls got kidnapped. It was 2 sisters that got kidnapped, and it was 2 of them. So my mother was like, "Fuck that! They got 2 of them little girls. You ain't going nowhere." And that was the end of my life. I couldn't ride no bicycle. I couldn't do nothing.
Not no skateboard, not skate.
Nothing.
Oh wow.
And I'd be like, "Mommy, can I go outside and play?" And she's like, "Outside's not a destination." So
I'm sorry. So is that your weekly rant?
I guess it could be.
Yes, you couldn't go outside.
I couldn't go outside. I couldn't go outside and play. I couldn't go outside.
I mean, I went outside, but I had to stay in the gate. And now, as an adult, I get teased like, "Oh, you couldn't go nowhere. You had to stay in the gate."
First of all, my mother didn't even want no people come over my house to play with me. So she's just like, "Don't nobody need to come outside."
Dang. You gotta socialize, though. I feel like being not in the streets, but because as kids, you're not supposed to be in the streets, as you know, in the streets. But being outside, socializing with your friends, I think kids do need that. But not having the bandwidth to go and explore wherever you want, I think that's too dangerous. But staying, like I stayed on the block, I stayed in my fence, or if I wasn't in my gate, I went 2 doors down to my friend Stacy. Shout out to Stacy or Soraya. Hey, Soraya. But other than that, I didn't go nowhere else.
When I got to junior high school, my friends used to invite me to come over to their house to spend the night, and that's when I got to go outside. And so I had a good time with my friends outside.
Good old time.
There are bugs, like literally crawling on us.
Look, we've been spraying off all afternoon.
I have been somebody's dinner for the last 2 days.
Now we had like 3 different off sprays. No, one of them is like what is that? I can't even think of the name of it. I can't even see it from over here.
Cutter or something?
Yeah.
And then I bought
Skin
off
So
yesterday.
Soft.
And Skin So Soft. And that one smells pretty good.
Yeah.
And off. And I bought off yesterday with DEET in it to protect us from ticks, like we going in the woods.
But I saw a tick earlier. Do you remember earlier?
We did see it.
It was
we
in the
did
cup.
see a tick. It was in a cup.
And I was like, what happened?
He
dropped out the tree, I think, and probably fell in the cup.
Well, that's all right. He can drop out the tree. When I get home, I'm going to dip my whole ass in some water. All the way. all the way.
Long as they don't stick nowhere in my... Look I got
braids?
my braids pulled up this time, so...
I have some place to go
hoping.
fancy, and so I need to actually refresh my hair because I don't have time to get my hair done, so I can do a little wash real quick.
Little condition.
Little wash, little condition, and just like slick it down a little bit, slick down my edges a little bit, do something like that.
Okay, so where does my rant? My rant is when you know something factual.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
About your own possessions, like you know how things operate at your house. You take stuff, you pack it up for the trip. You like, okay, this is how I'm
In
bringing it to
comes
the
someone
camp.
getting ready to add some 2 cents.
And then I hang it up. Now, I'm talking about the solar lights, right? The little party lights you put around your deck or whatever. So I pulled a string of them and brought them here to the campsite to put around our tent. They did not light up last night because I pulled them from outside the night before. So they did not get enough time to charge in the sun. And then I just had a whole full debate with someone about how solar lights work. So that's my rant, because I'm waiting for the sun to go down so that I can prove my point. And when I prove my point, I hope everyone is still jolly and having a great time around the fire.
So, and I hope that if this particular person is right.
If that particular person or me, I'm gonna be right. Okay. Anyway,
moving right along to the next step. Crazy ass news. And so I don't have the whole setup because we're on location. So let's talk about Florida plastic surgeon charged after operation leads to wife's death, police say. Go Florida. All right.
So the surgeon, he operated on his own wife.
Correct. And that's unethical.
You're not even supposed to do that.
You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
A plastic surgeon was performing a procedure on his wife when she had a seizure, went into cardiac arrest, and later died, Florida authorities say. Now he's charged with manslaughter. Investigators with the State Department of Health previously accused Ben Brown of malpractice at Restore Plastic Surgery of Gulf Breeze, resulting in a restriction of his medical license. McClatchy News reported in May. Restore Plastic Surgery has since closed. On Monday, this is a couple weeks ago. So on Monday, the Santana Rose Sheriff's Office announced 41-year-old Brown was now facing second-degree felony homicide, manslaughter by culpable negligence charges. Dr. Brown continues to live an endless nightmare without his wife, Hillary, by his side, and these inaccurate allegations only further deepen his immense pain, his family said at the time of his May 2 emergency license restrictions. McClatchy News couldn't reach Brown's family for comment Monday, and his attorney's information isn't available in the Santa Rosa County records. Careless and haphazard, they say. The manslaughter charge stems from a months-long investigation. Sound like you. Months-long investigation into Brown after his wife Hillary died in November. On November 21st, 2023, Hillary Brown was undergoing surgery under her husband's knife for scar revision, liposuction to arms, lip injections, and ear adjustments, investigators said.
He did all that?
Yeah, it's not like just giving her a quick little Botox. That's crazy, right?
I got so many questions, so I'm gonna let you finish. I'll just, don't let me forget.
Before the surgery, she took a plethora of pills and prepared for her own anesthesia bags.
What?
Employees of the medical office told investigators. This wasn't completely out of the ordinary at her husband's office, where in addition to mixing her own solution and suturing her own wound that day, Hillary Brown performed procedures on other patients without a license, including laser treatments, injections, and removing stitches, investigators say. Ben Brown performed the first round of procedures on his wife without any issue, then ran out of anesthesia solution and poured 2 containers into a bowl and began injecting her with undiluted lidocaine to numb the area, witnesses say. Oh, he was like, fuck this bitch. Complications began as he continued to inject potent lidocaine into the areas of the wound around her eyes, and she started seeing orange, staff told investigators. He continued to inject the anesthetic around her other eye, and at which point she thought she might be overdosing, a staff member told investigators. Then she started having a seizure. Staff began performing CPR and asked if they should call 911, but Brown repeatedly told them to wait. He asked them to find equipment that wasn't even sure they had in the office, investigators said. Eventually, Brown told the assistant to call 911, and she was rushed to the hospital in cardiac arrest, officials said.
Eventually.
Hillary Brown never woke up. She died a week later on November 28th. Investigator called the treatment of his wife careless and haphazard.
So, my question is, you're not supposed to operate on your family.
No,
right?
There's a reason why.
And so he was not the only doctor in the room. So why didn't anyone else like question him or just stop him?
I don't know. Here's more. Alongside their criminal investigations, officials with the Florida Department of Health said Brown gave patients unwanted Brazilian butt lifts when he was performing other procedures on him.
Did you say unwanted?
Unwanted. That's what unwanted. His patients also accused him of botching procedures, leaving them disfigured and in pain. The public order was issued without Brown having an opportunity to dispute the allegations against him, and through any hearings, the family said in a statement at the time his license restriction. These accusations are inadequate and misleading, and Dr. Brown looks forward to the opportunity to defend himself and to present the actual facts through a hearing process in the future.
That's crazy.
Gulf Breeze is a suburb of Pensacola in the Florida Panhandle. Yeah.
Now
So
that's crazy.
that's crazy ass news.
That's definitely crazy.
Crazy ass news.
I wish the PA was talking to us, because I would ask him right now, like, what happened to our sound effects? But that is for another day, because I don't want to.
There's another PA running around here that is actually not doing his job either. So I think the old PA has gotten to the new one and has tainted the new one with.
But we didn't tell.
Oh my God, y'all should see his face.
We didn't tell the new PA all of their new duties.
No, you should see his face though. He looks got that shit eating weight on his face. All right, what is our hypothetical today?
Our hypothetical. So, for the past maybe 3 weeks, I started watching the TV show, The Resident. I know I'm late to the game. I used to be so caught up on Grey's Anatomy, and that was my only show, a hospital show that I would watch. I mean, when I would say I watched it since it's the inception of Grey's Anatomy in 2004 till now. And I've seen the episodes, every single episode, every single season, so many times. It's more, I can't even count on my fingers, my toes, your fingers, anybody else sitting around us. However, recently I decided, let me just take a stab at the show, The Resident. And I watched the full series in like 2.5 weeks. And then I rewatched it because, sometimes you fall asleep, but then you just pick up where you left off. So I think I missed out on a couple of episodes. So the other night I watched it, one of the episodes. It was like during the season 5, when the main doctor, Dr. Hawkins, his wife, died suddenly. And so she had a best friend who is also, she's a neurosurgeon. And she was really close with her best friend. Her and the husband Dr. Hawkins didn't really get along when she first came to the set, right? So when the wife died, she was around helping him, like the whole hospital staff, not the whole hospital staff, but the crew, the main characters, they were always around Dr. Hawkins and his daughter. But Dr. Billy, the wife's best friend, started to grow feelings for Dr. Hawkins. And in the last season, they ended up telling each other that they loved each other, and they ended up together. And my question, hypothetically, would you want your husband or spouse, this is for you audience as well, to, if something happened to you and you were no longer here on earth, would you be okay with your best friend looking out with your husband and being there for your husband or your spouse, your soulmate, your partner, whatever your title is? Would you be okay with it? Me, personally, I'm like, no. Because my twisted mind, I'm like, so you was really looking at my man like that.
So first of all,
while I was alive, and you're okay with stepping over that boundary. Like, how do you do that? Now, what I would do is work with the husband and find him someone, help him find a new date on the dating apps or whatever, to find someone that his wife would be okay with him dating and eventually marrying, but not one of my best friends, because I'm already gonna be like, so you really wanted my man when I was alive?
So first of all, my husband and my friends don't necessarily get along. So that's part of it. Ooh, look at that face. Ooh, look at that face. Look at that face. Yeah, I got a ride. So to be honest, I don't think they would end up together. But I would hope that, let me tell you a story. Picture it.
Picture it. Italy.
Picture it.
Sicily.
Sicily.
1965.
So my grandmother, my godmother and my godfather went to high school with my grandmother. They went to high school before segregation, and during segregation, so they went to the black school in D.C., and so they knew each other a very long time.
Okay. My
godmother and my godfather were always around my grandmother. Like, my grandmother, neither one of her marriages lasted long because her husband's passed. So my actual biological grandfather died when my mother was 14.
Okay.
And then when my mother was 17, 18, my grandmother met another gentleman, and then they courted, and then they married when my mother went to college. And so then he got killed in a robbery. And so my grandmother was like, I don't need a woman. So she was not to be married too. So she had boyfriends and whatnot. So my godmother had cancer, and as she was getting sick, she would send my grandmother to attend like different functions and balls and whatnot with my godfather. And on her deathbed, she told them that she wanted them to be together. She wanted them to have someone for each other because they both were dependent and connected to her, and so she wanted them to have each other. And they ended up being together until my grandmother died. My mother was devastated, of course, because I won't talk about how I came to my grandmother's house one day and found Viagra in the house. So hold on.
That's another story.
Hold up, story. Anywho, I think that is a beautiful love story, that you love your spouse so much that you want them to be happy even after you're gone. However, if something happened to him, I would not go after any of his friends, because
exactly.
Yeah, I sure wouldn't. And he's thumbs up. I wouldn't go after any of his friends. I would probably just, first of all, I wouldn't be bothered with anybody else. I would just go buy me a Cambodian dude. Or I go buy me somebody from another country, be like, come on over here. Somebody with a strong back, and then you need a place to live, so come on. And then, that kind of thing. If I am of that age where I still am ready to do the things. If I'm not of that age to do things, I'd just be like, fine, I'll play with my grandkids and great-grandkids and do whatever I need to do.
So, I mean, my man, I would love him enough to find him someone before I departed. I would be like, if I'm sick and I know that I have a limited time, I would say, listen, I don't want you to be by yourself. Let's find someone for you. Let's go on some dating apps. Let me interview some folks. But it's not going to be none of my friends. It's not going to be my best friend. No.
I'm just trying to picture my best friend with my husband.
That's what I'm saying, because in my mind, I'm like, so you really wanted to be with him before I was sick and about to die.
Well,
you're okay with just stepping over that. No.
Don't you want what's...
I want him to be happy. I want him to be happy.
Don't you want for your sister what you want for yourself?
I want him to be happy.
Don't you want for your sister what you want for yourself?
I want her to be happy.
But that's not together.
Not together. No, because...
There's a little bit of narcissism right in there.
No, it's not.
Absolutely.
Why do they have to be together?
Because they can be sad and mourn your loss, and then mourn your loss and the camaraderie of being together.
They can become the best of friends, like me and her. We're the best of friends. Like he can slide into that position with her for me. So become her best friend.
So he gonna go with her to go get her Brazilian wife.
Yes. Find a new wife for him and find her a new man. But it's not gonna be for them to be
male
together.
Order bride for him. Male order bride for him. Male order bride. Get him somebody that got a bone in her nose and
a bone
in her nose with a big booty and
no, absolutely not. Listen, let us know what your thoughts are.
What would you think about your spouse being with
your best friend?
Not
Your
ever my
best
best friend.
friend.
I can't
We just
picture
gave
it.
you the scenario
I
of your
can't
best
picture it.
friend
I
and
can't
your
picture it.
man.
Can't
And
picture
you
it.
did, and your best friend has slid in and was like, hey, I'm going to
Well,
take
I
care
got
of
a
you
couple
the way
friends that got some whole
she took
tendencies.
care of you.
So,
No,
they might.
absolutely not. I will help him find a new woman when I'm gone. Before I'm gone, for him to be with when I'm gone. That's it. That's it. That's all. Let us know.
Let us know what you think.
What you think. Comment below. And we'll see you back at our regular set because we will not be back in the woods no time soon.
We will be back in the woods in August.
August?
August.
It's going to be hotter.
No, it's not.
Okay, we'll see. I think we should come back in the fall when it's cool and
Then it's cold in the
No,
fall.
not cold. I said October-ish, the beginning of November. It's not
Okay, so my birthday,
it's
October.
not 30 degrees
Facts.
below.
My husband took me camping for my birthday. My birthday is November 3rd.
Mine's
Anybody
the
wanna give me a gift?
23rd.
So we went camping. We spent the day, the night, the 2nd until the 3rd. I woke up on the campsite and it was fucking cold as shit.
She's exaggerating. Not in November.
And let me tell you what he did. He let me go to the bathroom in the dark by myself.
She won't let that go. But last night he did take her. So he made up.
Hold on. He took me. But he threatened to leave me first. And he tried to leave me. And then he got lost and he came back.
Because he couldn't find his
So that's
way
why he
back.
took me.
He couldn't find his
That's
way
why he
back.
took me. And then he didn't want to hear nobody else's mouth. Because I already posted that. If we don't get found, somebody need to come find us.
And
Find,
bring cupcakes.
And bring cupcakes. Because we'll be devastated and we'll need a cupcake.
Cupcakes and crab legs.
Cupcakes and crab
come
legs
out.
will
We'll
get me
come
out of
out.
the
You can
bushes.
find-
You'll get me out of the bushes with cupcakes and crab legs.
All right, so listen up. Comment below. Let us know what your thoughts are. Are you good with your best friend stepping into your role when you die for your man? Let us know. See you next week.
Bye.